While art is subjective and you can draw multiple messages out of anything you want, I have seen some wild theories bandied about online. I have seen more than one person suggest that this film is a metaphor for an abusive romantic relationship. They have pointed specifically to the line where the monster tells Victor,
"You only listen when I hurt you."
And they bring up about how the monster longs for love and companionship from Victor, but Victor, who once loved the monster, now rejects and abuses him. But then the tables get reversed in the film, so I think that metaphor completely falls apart with only the slightest modicum of scrutiny and critical thinking. To me, quite obviously, the story was about allowing yourself to give in to grief and hate, disregarding the idea of wrong versus right, and becoming a monster and your own worst enemy. The tagline for the film was literally, "Only monsters play God." For nothing more than his own ego, Victor Frankenstein wanted to beat death and create life like God himself, or as the tagline of the novel suggests, the modern Prometheus. Besides that, Victor created the monster, recognized himself as the monster's father, and then rejected him and disregarded him once the creature didn't behave exactly as Victor wanted. In return, after shirking his responsibilities, his own creation came back to ruin Victor's life. That's quite the metaphor for abusing and neglecting your child, so they grow into a monster who wreaks havoc upon you and the world. This holds up when you think about the cycle started by Victor's own father, but eventually broken, one hopes, at the end of the film. Regardless of your thoughts, the film itself is a masterpiece. Guillermo del Toro was the absolute perfect person to direct it. The sets feel dark and gritty, but also real and not over the top with their gothic aesthetic. As I mentioned, there are very big deviations from the source material, which take the story in a different direction, but it still feels very much like Frankenstein. Much like Prometheus, Victor Frankenstein sought to create life and then give that life meaning. Unlike Prometheus, he rejected his own handiwork, but in the end, much like Prometheus, he was sentenced to torment for his transgressions.